Hello. It's Thursday, the 4th of September, 2025. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is hopefully about completing the Bugatti Centodieci limited series. So this is part two of a two-part mini-series within Real Racing 3 Update 13.6. Now, just on a side note, while I get the game on screen, I did look back at when I did this limited series before. So the limited series is identical to the first time this car appeared in the game, which is in version 13.1. So it was the same limited series. So if you do want to see me attempt to complete the event with only 3 upgrades across each engineering component, that is available on my channel, whether you watch on Rumble or on YouTube, and all you have to do is go to my channel and do a search for Centodieci, and that should bring up the two-part limited series. I have also got the details of the cost involved in upgrading the car to 3 engineering components, or 3 upgrades across each of the 7 engineering components, and that information will appear down here very shortly. Let me just say, it's not cheap, but it is a car with a PR in its 90s. The information also includes what the minimum PR required is to win or complete this limited series. And lo and behold, it just happens to marry up to upgrading 3 across the board. Oh, what a surprise! Right. When I finished yesterday, I'd got to 60%. It was a long, drawn out huff and puff to get to 60%, just because of the cups having quite a lot of laps in them. So we've completed 9 tiers. So we're going to start at tier 10. And again, we'll just work left to right. So first race of the day, elimination at Mount Panorama. Three. Ooh, ooh. Oh, it's at night as well. Brilliant. I've also not put me fully upgraded colours on the car. I'm going to have to sort that out. Yeah, so what I did is obviously to take the thumbnail today, I always change the car, if I've got it fully upgraded, back to its original colours. Forgot to do that. So, in first place, 5 cars left in the battle. $300 ahead of second. Oh, oh, oh. we go. First victory of the day. Now I'm starting a bit earlier than normal, just so I can take advantage of the 24 hours of free servicing that I get by doing a limited series. Interestingly enough, if you do go and take a look at the first time I did this limited series to win the car, I believe I only got 3 hours worth of free servicing, which is always the case on brand new cars. I don't think it never used to be, but it is nowadays. So brand new cars in limited series, you only get 3 hours. A car that's already in the game, if it has a limited series, you get 24 hours of free and instant servicing. Still didn't change the colours. Right, I'll get that done next. There we go. Still pretty straightforward. Interestingly enough, the first time I did this, it did look like it took just as long. So yeah, not the quickest limited series. There we go, autocross done. On to the cup. I'm going to change the colour now, because I'll go back to metallic chrome black. Change the rims to my racing blaze rims. There we go. Okay. Oh, thank you very much to Jovan for your subscribing. Thank you very much. Getting closer to that 500 subscriber mark on YouTube. Very much appreciated. Right, okay, so 4 laps around the Grand Prix circuit at Suzuka. I mean, it's not exactly a short race, but it's also not a long race, thank goodness. Let's go. I feel like I've done this cup before. Three. Drops all the way back to 8. Into 7. This car, I tell you, it's hard to master. It actually has pretty good balance, but the speed on this thing is crazy. Making quite a number of errors on this lap. Okay, well, at least we're up to 5th. Might be just a little bit of paint, bodywork damage, just a little bit. Right, oh, brake too late there. Oh. So, lap 2, 3 laps to go. We're in 3rd, 2 cars to overtake. I can live with those odds. I think. There we go. Well, that's 2 laps done. Unfortunately, another 2 laps yet to go. At least we're in the lead. Whoopsie daisy. It's another messy lap. Alright, so that is 3 laps gone. We're in first by 500 yards. 1 final lap to go. It is sending me to sleep again though. These laps, these cup races are far too long. Look, we're catching back markers pretty quickly as well. There we go. There we go. Alright, there we go. That is the cup completed. It feels like an endurance limited series with the cups being so long. Okay, so that tier took 16 minutes to complete. I don't think that's too bad. Service the car. It's free and it's instant. Tier 10 completed. Tier 11 opens up. Okay, 4 laps again. Blimey, the second half of the limited series feels better than the first half. Probably should have checked when I did it before, but I didn't. Right, drag race first. Virtual medical doctor Iaka enters the chat on the YouTube side and says hello back. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Good to see you again. Hope you are well. That wasn't even close. Let's try again. For second this time. There we go. That is another first. Heading closer to 75%. I believe that's 68% overall. There we go. On to the head-to-head. It's at the National Circuit at Red Bull Ring. That's the shorter circuit, 1 lap. Let's get this done. Into the lead. Put the inside as well. There we go. 2 very quick races won. Already onto the cup again. So it's the road course at Lime Rock Park, 4 laps. Let's go. Again, stay out of trouble, round the outside I think on the first corner, and then just pick them off. A bit of aggression there, into 6. Into 5th. 4th. So, 3 laps, 3 cars to overtake. There we go, into 2nd. 2 laps to go for 1 car to overtake. Oh, there we go, into 1st. And there we go. That is 4th laps completed. First place achieved. Done in 23 minutes. Blimey, not bad for 2 tiers. Where was that yesterday? So that's tier 12 opened. We've got a speed record, an autocross, and a cup. No endurances. Makes me happy. 73%. Likely to hit the bonus on the next, or the 75% rewards on the next race if we get first. Speed record. Let's just go round. Well, that was easy. 75% achieved. Now, the only beauty here is it's not costing me any gold, so woohoo. It's all gold accrued only. 15 gold and 60,000 R dollars. Very nice. Thank you very much. Right, okay. Home stretch, the last 4 tiers to complete. We'll start with the autocross at Mount Panorama. There's been a lot of Mount Panorama in this limited series, it feels. There we go. First again. Onto the cup. Now, I've not actually seen how many laps it is, so it'll be interesting. For the Grand Prix circuit at Dubai Autodrome, it's 5 laps. Bit of a long one, this one then. But you know what? We might be done in under an hour and a half today. It's another cup though where I'm in first place before the end of lap 1. A little bit of a slide there. All I did is move inside to protect the inside, meaning that they had to overtake me on the outside if they wanted to get ahead of me. And that worked quite nicely. little bit of racecraft, some might say. I say no, just a bit of strategy. Alright. One lap down, we're in first. Not a lot else to say apart from that. I think I might have braked just a little bit too early there. Okay, that's only 2 laps down. 3 more laps to go. 300 yards ahead of second. It's another relatively straightforward victory, I'd say, as he goes off track. There we go. Right, let's see if we can brake just a little bit later this time. There we go. That was probably about perfect. For me, anyway. Right, we're probably just over the halfway mark of this race now. Still got another 2 laps to do after this. Oof. Massey Edge Gamer enters the chat and says hello back, welcome along. Good to see you again. I hope you are well. Okay, so lap 4 now. Oh look, back markers. There we go, 1 back marker overtaken. Oh dear, what was that? That was shocking driving, that's what that was. Okay, 4 laps completed, final lap. 800 yards ahead of second. was a bit worried about smashing into the back of that back marker then. Alright. So another race without particularly any hiccups. There we go. Another first, another tier completed. 3 tiers completed in 35 minutes. Blimey. 3 tiers left. Oh, hello, here we go. Endurance has arrived. We'll do that first. So 80%, tier 13, will do the endurance around the Laguna Seca. You know what? It feels like they're repeating some of the races. Surely that's not right. Yeah. Oh, no. No, it was an elimination I did, not an endurance before. There we go. Right. Okay. They all blend into one, don't they? When you play them often. So I've only got to get to 6.1 miles to achieve first place. Okay, 1 mile on the scoreboard. 7th place taken. I feel like I want to doze off. All right. 1 lap completed, 2 and a bit miles on the scoreboard. 6th place taken. Miles recorded on the scoreboard. Coming up on 5th place. Recorded on the scoreboard. tell you what, we're getting through these pretty quickly at the moment. Storming this. Oh, hello. Use the car in front as brakes, otherwise I would have gone flying off. There we go, first. First position. Third lap completed. 80 seconds still on the clock. Might do some serious damage, you know. I reckon I can get more than 14 miles. Well, I'm in a bit of a messy lap this time round though. 8 miles recorded. Alright, there we go. Off again. Lap 5 starting, 9 miles on the scoreboard. Miles on the scoreboard. A couple of cars ahead to overtake. Alright, 11 miles recorded, 40 seconds left on the scoreboard. Miles recorded. A bit sneaky with that overtake, but it had to be done. Keep this session alive. There you go. 12.89 miles. Aaron C. John enters the chat and says hello. Hello back. Welcome along. Good to see you again. And Lord Night Moon says hello. Also, welcome back. Good to see you again. I say welcome back. Obviously, you were all here yesterday. Right, there we go. Endurance completed. First place. Do the elimination next. It's at the Grand Prix circuit at the Nürburgring. fifth place before the fifth corner. Sorry, first place before the fifth corner. Whoops-a-daisy, off the track. So, 4 cars left in the fight. 300 yards ahead of second. Last 2 cars remain. There we go. There we go. That is another win. Car does need servicing though. Service it, it's free and it's instant. Okay, so the last race in Tier 13, the Cup, it's at the Grand Prix circuit of the Circuit of the Americas, and it's another 5 laps. Let's go. Aloe enters the chat and says, hi Tony, hi back. Welcome along. Good to see you again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. So it's another cup where I've ended up in first place before the end of lap 1. A little bit wide there. Okay, lap 1 completed. Ozil enters the chat and says, you started the stream too early. I did say when I was going to start it. I believe I was pretty clear that I would start it 2 hours earlier than the day before. I explained why. It was all to do with the fact that you get 24 hours worth of free servicing. So obviously if I started at the same time, that would have been 24 hours gone. So I started 2 hours earlier, so to take advantage of the free servicing. And Aloise says, the way that you're taking the corners, I feel like you're getting bored playing this series. Yeah, I think I am. I do feel quite tired actually, to be fair, so that might be having an impact. I literally could just fall asleep right now. And I don't think it's because of the game necessarily being boring. Although sometimes I think this is the problem. This limited series, in my humble opinion, is too long. Now, just out of interest, if you do want to see me attempt to do this very same limited series when I don't own the car, that is on my channel. You should just be able to search for Centodieci, and that will find a 2-part limited series all the way back in Real Racing 3, update 13.1. So I have put the cost of the car upgrading to free across the board in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, in case you do need to know that information. But if you want to know how I got on when the car was only upgraded to 3 upgrades per engineering component, of which there are 7, then those videos are up on my channel. Good grief. I'm not doing very well here, am I? Nevertheless, we are still winning. We are first, and only on lap 3, meaning 2 more laps to go after this. And ahead of second place by 1,000 yards, which is just silly. So another 3 minutes to go before this race is completed, I'd say. Oh. Oh look, back markers. What an unusual surprise. There we go. Whoop. Eloise says it's repetitive at times. I would highlight specifically the cups when there's loads. Oh dear. When there's loads and loads of laps, you do start to lose concentration. I don't think I've ever known a limited series be so easy to do when the car's fully upgraded as well. Not that I'm complaining. It's always nice to get a bit of free gold. Okay, at least we're on the final lap. long straight. 200 miles per hour. $2,000 yards ahead of second. Oh dear. There we go. Final corner. There we go. Right, done. Man, that was too long. Aloise says, to get concentration back, try endless endurance with the fastest car available. Laugh out loud. Well, that's probably why I don't do it. That, for me, is always the problem with these endurance races, especially the perpetual ones. Do you really fancy doing? I mean, I do a stream and I try to make it last no longer than 2 hours. Do you really want to do an endurance that lasts forever for 8 hours? That could last forever. Oof, I don't think I could do that. I mean, I've seen people do racing games like for 24 hours, which is just silly. That's just silly. All right, so there we go. That is tier 13 completed. Tier 14. In fairness, we are coming up to an hour's worth of racing, so it probably will end up being about an hour and a half, which isn't too bad. It does make the series overall about 3.5 hours from start to end, so it is a longer series. Head to head road course at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's give it a go. And Eloise, was that 24 iRacing? I am not sure what it was. Some crazy dude decided to do it. And I just thought, that's crazy. That's absolute madness. Alright, we're in first. We're about 80 yards ahead. $200. $300. And we've won. There we go. There we go. Right, what have we got next? Service the car. It's free and it's instant for the next 1 hour 5 minutes. Okay, speed snap at the Grand Prix circuit at Silverstone. Got to get 185 miles per hour. There we go. Straightforward, nice and simple, completed. Right, we're at the business end of this limited series now. Ozil says, is the difficulty increasing compared to tomorrow? Is the difficulty increasing compared to tomorrow? Oh, compared to yesterday? Not really. Not really. Um, I'd say not. I'd say not. It is sometimes hard to judge though when you have a fully upgraded car. Um, but I'd say overall this is relatively straightforward. So I always find that if if they decided to put like a cup that had one lap at the end of the series, I think that would be definitely a banana skin. Because, say for example, there we've got the cup at a minimum PR of 90. Typically, that means, or should mean, all the opponents that you're racing against have a minimum PR of 90. So, can you imagine trying to overtake 21 opponents in one lap? That would be hard, especially if you pick and choose the track that you target on. And that's why I kind of think they've got this the wrong way around. If it was me, and I really wanted to set a challenge, please don't do this, Real Racing 3. I would be setting the later stages with fewer laps, not more laps. I do think it's a lot easier to win a cup the more laps you've got. So the fact that if we take a look now at Spa-Francorchamps, the cup has 6 laps. So yeah, it's long, but it's also incredibly achievable in terms of winning uh, the cup. Ozil says, yes, I meant yesterday, sorry. My brain is tired. Your brain is tired, my brain is tired. I am literally wanting to fall asleep as I play this game at the moment. And I don't know why, because it's not that late here. It's been a long week. And it's only Thursday. Okay, so we're up into 14, if that's not too bad a position to be in. Stay out of trouble. Quite often the cars are quite a little bit more aggressive and they start knocking themselves out in that section. Right, we're up into 9. Seven. Now that 5th. Now that 3rd. Okay, 1 lap completed. 3rd place. 5 laps to go. 2 cars to overtake, and I've just got one of them there. The best part of 5 laps to focus on catching 1st place. Who is already quite close in my sights now. we go. First place. Halfway through lap 2. Hey, 4 laps left. I am in first, not by much, but I am in first. Hey, I don't know. Well, that was shocking. Oh, come on. On the track, off the track, on the grass. I don't know. Whee! Oh dear. Terrible today. And again. Oh my good grief. Alright, let's see if we can get some tidy laps put together. No, is the answer to that question. Oh look, we've caught back markers. Okay, so the penultimate lap and we're 500 yards ahead of second. Blimey, this is hard work. Okay, so final lap. We're in first, and we've got about a 1,000-yard lead over second. We're catching and overtaking back markers as well. Not a lot else to say. On the grass again, on the grass again. Okay, here we go. Final part of the race. I was just playing around, having a bit of fun. There we go. So that is tier 14 completed. On to the final tier, tier 15. Racing 1 hour 11 minutes. It looks like it will be a 1 hour 30-minute stream. Okay, there we go. Right. There we go. Tier 15. Right, okay. So 93%, as you can see there, to complete the cup, tier 15, it's 90.9 minimum PR. And guess what? That equates to upgrading the car to free across the board. So free upgrades on every single engineering component, all the way from engine through to tyres and wheels. Right, let's start with the speed record, which is at the Grand Prix circuit at the Circuit of the Americas. And obviously, the big long straight is where you're going to be setting your fastest time. 211 miles per hour is what I've got to beat. And you consider this car's top speed, that seems more than achievable. Okay. 140, 160, 180, 190. There you go. Done. That wasn't that hard, was it? That was not that hard. Now, do you know what's going to happen when I hit 100%? I'm actually going to earn 75 gold, 30 gold from the event, but then I'll earn some VP rewards, and that will take the VP to a tally that takes it over the next reward, which is 45 gold. So apparently the original limited series, you got 100 gold, whereas on this one, you only get 60. So getting that additional 45 gold sort of balances it out. Still an expensive car though, 550 gold you have to spend, and 2.25 million odd dollars-ish, give or take a few pennies one way or the other. Right, next, head-to-head Grand Prix circuit at Nürburgring. It's a one-lap special. Right, in the lead. Finger down. Still in the lead. So can we give up the night races, please? I don't see the point. Well done, you can turn the sun off. Fantastic. Now can we have daytime races, please? There we go. Another first leads us on to the Cup, final race of this series. It's felt a little bit long-winded. It's been a bit hard work. It's been a bit of a graft, but sometimes you have to do that in Real Racing 3. And we're going to finish off with a 6-lap race around Mount Panorama. Oh. Well, as I said yesterday, if you're attempting to win this car, at least you know you're going to score some good R dollars and fame points because of the length of the race. You know, I might be wrong, but I think I struggled to get first on this. I think I have to do it a couple of times. I might be wrong. I might be thinking of another event. Okay, well that's nice position. Third, second and first in my sights. We're in second place, going to the end of lap 1. 5 laps to go, 1 car to overtake in that time. There we go. First position taken. There we go. Oh, a bit tight. Okay, so we've got 4 more laps to do after this one. And it looks like we're taking about 1 minute 30 seconds to do a lap in. Might even be a bit longer. Well, no, it's about 1 minute 30. Two laps down, 4 more to go. .300 yards ahead of second. Okay, that's the end of lap 3. 600 yards now ahead of second place. 3 more laps still to go. Okay, and yet again, catching back markers. we go. Two laps to go, including this one. 1,000 yards ahead of second. Okay, final lap, 1,500 yards ahead of second. Let's bring this home. Let's bring this home and end this pain. There we go. Limited series completed again. So just while this loads up, what I would say, if you really do want to see a more realistic comparison when the car is upgraded to free across the board, I did stream the original limited series when this car came into the game. It's another two-part limited series. It goes all the way back to release 13.1. So if you go to my channel, just do a search for Centodieci, it should find that original limited series event. I did complete it, but it took a while. This obviously was a lot easier because the car's fully upgraded. And if you want to know how much it costs the car, the information is just down here. So that's assuming you don't own the car and you'd like to upgrade it to the minimum requirement to win the series. There we go. So completed to 100%, 30 gold, $100,000 and 2,000 VP, which earns me an additional 45 gold. So let's go straight into there. Let's pick up the R dollars. We'll not pick up the M dollars. We'll leave them to one side. And there we are. There's the gold. And look, it was enough to go to the next set of R dollars. No gold now until 20,000. So, is the car worth it? Well, as you can see there, it's expensive. So if we go to our garage and we have a look at the car, let's have a look at what series it's in. Technically speaking, it's only in one series. The Bugatti Centodieci series is an exclusive series that only opens up once you fully upgrade the car. The Bugatti Blitz series, it's obviously the top car, and there are two other cars in that series. The Bugatti EB110 Super Sport and the Bugatti Devo. So realistically, you can probably, with three across the board, you can probably only take that series to definitely over 50%. It may or may not be over 75%. Okay, there we go. So that is the end of that limited series. As I said, for me, that was a bit boring overall. It was a little bit enduring. Some of the cups were just too long, but we got through it and we're starting to build the goal back up. I did say when I dropped it all the way down to 2,300 from 2,900 that I would start building it up, and we're up to 2,600, so we're doing all right. There will be a stream tomorrow, at least that's the plan. It will be racing in multiple series. And you know what? We've got plenty to race in. There's one exclusive series at the moment, and there's a couple on the way. They won't be released tomorrow. In addition, if we go to, we'll go back to pro amateur. I have to another attempt at the Alfa Romeo Giulietta TCR, and then in the Pro Series, we've actually got quite a few races to do. We've got the Vintage Muscle, we've got the Nissan Production Heroes, and we may or may not have the VTEC versus Vankel. The reason being is the car in question, the Honda NSX-R, is also in Season 4. It's in Type... No, it's not in Type R Showdown. Why did I think it was in Type R? It's not. I upgraded another car there. I've got lost, haven't I? Let me have a look. Let me go back in. So where was it? It was Pro. Right, now I'm confused. It doesn't take much, to be fair. Yeah, Type R Showdown. How confusing. So let me go in there now. So Season 4, there we go. Type R Showdown. I did make a mistake there because it's the first car in that list. I do remember looking at this a week or so ago and backing off upgrading the Honda Civic Type R because the Honda NSX-R has an exclusive series. So this has actually got potentially two series to move forward in. And if I was to then add a final upgrade to this car, a little bit more expensive there, 65 gold, it would open up an exclusive series as well. So there's lots to be done tomorrow. And in addition, obviously, we do have on the motorsport side, GT4, we've got the Race for Glory. Can't see me getting to 100%, but there's lots of little races we can do in terms of just edging that completion percentage up. And finally, we've got the online multiplayer tournament, and the weekly time trial, which, guess what? I'm in Group C again. Right. There we go. Game off screen. Turn off the audio. So a bit of a weird one, that one, limited series. As I said, if you want to see it looking a little bit more challenging, I do have on my stream me attempting to win the car and only upgrading the car to free across the board. I still reckon it's a relatively straightforward limited series to complete though, but it is a very expensive car. So if you were attempting to win it, it's going to cost you 550 gold and 2.25 million R dollars. So it's not cheap. Ozil, last time I done for today? Yeah, I think so. We're done for today. We'll be back tomorrow though. Uh, yeah, so if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like or a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then please look to subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian on YouTube or follow the channel The Fifth Guardian on Rumble. With that being said, I hope whatever is left of your day is a good one. Um, Give me a bit of your time back. It's an early finish today. Hope to see you all tomorrow. It will be racing in quite a number of multiple series. But until then, thank you and goodbye.